What is up, youngins? Welcome back to another episode of YTD TV. And we are so back. It has been a year, more than a year, but I'm back and I'm better. And this time I have a very special guest today. We have TLV.
Yo, what's poppin'?
And you might have already saw him on one of our mic performances. And I wanted to jump right into it. When you did your mic performance with us, you kicked it off with your single "Dear Mama." Tell us about this song. What this song means to you, and how you came about creating this song.
Well, the song really means a lot to me. I literally dedicated that to my mother. Um, and it was just about to her always investing in my career, not like financially, but like in a way where even since a child, I was always doing music because that's what I wanted to do. I was doing piano and guitar, while my friends were doing, sports things. I was also playing sports, but I was really dedicated to. I was in the choir and things like that, and she just helped me do that all the way up until now. She's still helping me. Awesome. And how the song came about, I was working on the album, and when I work on songs, sometimes I write, but a lot of times I'm just in there and it's my real feelings in the studio to the microphone. So like at the time, those were my little literal feelings. Like way back when I was younger, I looked up and told my mother, "Hey, I think I want to sing." So it's like right there in the song, and that's like just what she did my entire life. She's been so helpful. So shout out to her. Shout out, Mom. I love you.
I love that you mentioned the album because I was getting there. So you released your album Punk in March of 2026, a few months ago.
Yeah.
How are we feeling reflecting now that it's the summertime? How do you feel about it so far?
I worked super, super hard on Punk, and like I say in that album, it was really raw. Those are my real feelings. I feel great about it. I feel great about how people received it. Like that was something completely new for me. I've been rapping, but no one's ever heard that background of me where I can do that too. Like to get like singing actually.
Now, it was 8 songs on there. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct, you're correct.
Correct. What would you say is, I'm not gonna say favorite because I think artists have like this is their craft. Like every song to them is something personal to them. Which song would you say you favor the most? Maybe like, or you listen to the most. Let's say that.
I'm probably gonna go. I have to say, just for me, it's Everything Black. You know.
Okay.
Because I would choose another song on the tape, but like I say, those were my real emotions, and it kind of like tugs at my heartstrings still. If I sometimes I don't even listen to certain songs like Suicide on the album, like because I was at a terrible place at the time. So, but like Everything Black, like that's me, Everything Black. So, okay, that's my favorite.
What is Drip Star lifestyle? Elaborate for me.
Let me explain to you. So, Drip Star, first of all, that's me. I'm the Drip Star. Drip Star lifestyle. It's everyday. Like somebody would say, "Oh, I've never seen TLV come outside without an outfit on. Like I've never seen him just rugby." So that's like what I embody, and a part of that is being yourself and doing what you like and accessorizing yourself to what your taste is. But it's just I do it Drip Star lifestyle. I do it every day. It's my lifestyle. Cause I would say not just music. I love fashion. I'm really big into fashion. I've walked a couple shows, but yeah, like I say, I'm just really into fashion. If I'm not about music, I'm trying to figure out what outfit I'm wearing for the day.
Now, you would for sure consider your genre of music punk rock, or you think it's like a mix?
My latest album, I would say that's more of you get a good mix of the punk rock and still like the trap punk is what they call it.
Yeah.
Cause still incorporating some of the rapping.
Mm.
So, but for most of it, since it still was like mostly rock, I would still consider it a punk rock album for sure. Now that was my first one.
Now, has doing punk rock opposed to rapping affected your personal or business life in any type of way?
I would just say that some bridges have been burned, and not necessarily because of me, but I could kind of understand where they're coming from, because I've been rapping heavy. Um, that's like the norm for the black male here in America. So when they see me do this drastic change, they're kind of like, well, what's going on? Is he having a problem? Is he crazy?
Right.
So I would say that it definitely affected personal relationships and business. Just to the point that sometimes I guess people don't want to be around the weird guy, or if I'm with him and he's weird, then I'm weird by association, which I completely understand. Like, you be you. If you don't want to, I'm not gonna force what I do on anybody else or anything like that. But I'm also not gonna force anybody to have a relationship with me, and they feel a different type of way about it.
Right. And I love that you say that, because I was gonna ask, what does punk rock really mean to you? Because, fun fact, I love Guitar Hero.
Wow, Bobby.
I
love it
literally
too.
want to buy it again. I randomly bought a Wii and been playing Mario Kart, but I'm like, my next game is gonna be Guitar Hero. But I love Aerosmith and Bon Jovi or Kiss.
Yeah, facts. I love it.
And kind of just wanting to see what punk rock means to you, and do you think that it has evolved over time?
For sure. To me, I feel like punk rock is just being able to express yourself to the fullest, and I'm saying literally to the fullest, with not caring what anybody is thinking. And then it's like that rage in you, and when you're making those songs, what makes it punk rock is the emotion, and when the instruments are playing on the song, they are basically singing their own tune. That's another totally different thing that is happening, and it's just so amazing.
Do you often feel like your music is misunderstood sometimes?
Not really. I feel like I have a pretty easy time getting my point across. Even now with the punk rock, anybody that sees me, they wouldn't have to ask oh yeah, he's punk rock. He's a rock star. So when I came in hard. That's what it was.
You know that you received a little backlash regarding to your sexuality. Do you have anything to say to those type of comments?
Well, I can sit like this.
Yeah. Go ahead. Get comfortable.
I would say, who cares? To be honest, but who would care? If I was gay, what's the big issue? Isn't it 2026? So, and I love LGBTQ community. I have nothing against them. I'm just particularly myself, and it's like I said, punk rock is being yourself to the fullest. Not caring what anybody else thinks. So yeah, that's what I would say. If you're gay, congratulations. If you're straight, congratulations. Anything in between, congratulations. Just be you, and you'll prosper in life. Just be yourself.
That's a word right there.
Thank you.
So, wanting to speak on other genres as well, who is an artist that you could really see yourself working with in the near future? And this could be any genre of music, male or female.
In the near future, I have a lot of people that are like, I would say someone like, God please, like Playboy Cardi. You know, are you asking in like smaller terms or like somebody like Playboy
No, it could
Cardi?
be, yeah.
Yeah, so, and then at the same time, I don't really think about collabing with people. Like I have artists that I listen to and I really like them or I love their music, but you know, it's just I kind of make my art for me. Like I guess if it was a business matter with the label, like, hey, we want to get together and do a collab, like I would not be opposed to it.
Definitely.
But you know, other than that, I'm really just focused on myself.
Shout out to Playboy Cardi, by the way.
Yeah, shout out Cardi, he hard.
I feel like a lot of those artists kind of open doors for a lot of other artists to really just get out of their shell and be themselves.
Facts. And like Cardi said, like on his last album, I believe he's creating his own genre. And like if you listen to Cardi, like it's kind of an entire different genre, right? So, and then when I released my punk album, I said the same thing. I'm creating a new genre. And if you've heard my album, would you say you heard anything like it before?
Yeah.
Okay, what would you say?
I would say it's fresh. I do get like that Guitar Hero vibe that I was saying with like the long strides, not the word, the long notes. Like, you know, like when you're playing it and like you're just holding the notes. I get that, which I enjoy. I kind of like stuff like that.
Okay, but what I'm asking is like, do you think my music is a lot similar to someone else's that you...
Oh, to Cardi particularly?
Not to Cardi.
No. I think you're in your own lane.
Okay, that's what I was trying
to
see. That's what I was trying to see. Yeah, for sure. For sure, because Cardi, he said he's creating his own genre, and like before I release punk, I'm like, I don't know anybody out that's making music like this. You know, a lot of the bands back in the day, you know, and they're still touring and things like that, but nobody's new in the game like that. So.
Especially in Florida. Yeah. Like, just emphasizing the fact that it's kind of rare, and love that you're creating that type of sound right now. Because the music scene is a little...
It's boring.
Now, what is like a piece of advice that you would give to somebody that isn't necessarily doing punk rock, but like kind of trying to get out of their shell, but they're kind of anxious of what viewers would think of them putting their music out?
Okay, my advice for that, I would say, you know, if you're shy, don't try to start off crazy. You don't have to release 10 songs. You don't have to have a super crazy music video. You know, just release a song, let the people know that you did on your socials. You know, promote it yourself a couple times. You know, TikTok is big in the industry right now. But I would say just keep doing what you're doing until you find that confidence, that because that's what you need. That's what anybody needs in anything that they're doing. They need confidence. So I would say just keep doing it until you feel confident about what you've done, and then put it out, and put it out, and put it out, and put it out again. You know, keep doing it. Just be confident and keep going. You'll make it, I promise. But if you quit, you won't make it, I promise.
That's a good word. If you quit, you won't find out.
Literally.
Okay, so we're about to get into some trivia here. This is a segment on my interviews that I call the Ring of Life. And we're going to do an artist edition. So kind of like a this or that. So I'm going to name 2 artists, and you let me know which artist you rocking with more, or which artist you would choose out of the 2.
I got you.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, first up. Kodak Black or Lil Baby?
Kodak. Florida, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. Jay-Z or Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne, obviously, not Jay-Z. You know any Jay-Z songs?
A few. But like
I guess we're not in that age range, maybe.
I like Jay-Z's features. Like, his features are like he be snapping. You cannot overcome the Ye and Jay-Z
Oh yeah, for sure, for
era.
sure.
Like,
Yeah, overly.
yeah, and like his whole album that he did with Beyonce, like
But you know, Wayne did the whole rock thing.
he
another.
did, he
Yeah,
did. He brought like the whole truck fit thing. Like I feel like people be forgetting that
yeah. Oh,
sometimes. But,
they
like,
do, they do. They forget how
and
big and great the legends are that started all of this.
mhm. I low-key said Lil Wayne. I meant Lil Wayne, y'all. Sorry. Okay. Kiss or Marilyn Manson?
That's a hard one. I'm gonna have to go Marilyn Manson because I covered his song on my album Punk. The first song, Sweet Dreams, is a cover of Marilyn Manson's Sweet Dreams. So,
Good pick. Michael Jackson or Prince?
oh my god. I'm gonna have to go with Prince. Michael Jackson is amazing. They're both amazing, extraordinary, but just more my musical taste and more the person. I'm gonna go with Prince.
Okay, fair. And last one, Nicki Minaj or Trim?
Who's Trim?
She's like an upcoming artist. She recently just opened for Young Thug.
Oh, I did see her. Young Thug. Young Thug is like my number one artist. Coconut water. Nicki. She's Nicki Minaj. I have to go with Nicki. I have to check out Trim. I haven't seen much of her, but definitely Nicki.
Lastly, I'm getting your business just a little. So, how and why were you? If this is even true, how and why were you hospitalized on an involuntary Baker a couple months ago? This was a while ago.
I will say that it's true. I'm not embarrassed about that. I would just say I had some people around me that really cared about me, and they wanted me to get help, and they felt like I was at a point where I was going to harm myself. So that is how it happened. I had some people that cared about me. They thought I was going to harm myself or others. So I did a hospitalization for 3 days.
Okay.
It was not the worst experience, but I did realize I don't know any crazy people. The people in there were fucking crazy.
Really?
They were fucking, I'm sorry to say that, but they were like, that's another level of shit you have not seen. I walked in and like this guy immediately thinks I'm his son. So he's breaking into my room.
Shut up.
Yeah, he's trying to break into my room. He's like, you're my son, I'm gonna get you. And I'm like, where the fuck are the people who work here? Like
please.
So I realized that, first of all, ever since then, I have not had another incident at all. Okay. I would say I can't remember when that was, but I've been doing a lot better. I've been seeing a therapist weekly. I've been seeing my psychiatrist every 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm doing a lot better. And, I don't blame anybody or say I'm not mad at anybody for what happened. I'm just glad that I was able to learn from it and get better.
Any takeaways from those conversations?
The conversations I've had with you?
No, from you said therapy. I think a lot of us Americans think that therapy is like either against our religion, we should talk to God first, or just not wanting people to be in their business.
Yeah, they think it's for crazy people. They think if you go to therapy, like already everybody's going to label you crazy. I've had people around me say it, asking me like, oh, why are you going to see a therapist? Like, are you crazy? And I'm like, no, I'm not crazy, but I do have some things that I need help with.
Right.
Yeah, so I would say not a lot of people even know I go to go to therapy. You know, but I've been doing a lot better since I've been talking to him. Shout out to him. I don't know if I should put his name out there, but shout out to them. The food was great in the hospital though. Like it was pork chops and ribs and
ribs.
I'm trying to tell you, popping it.
When I think of hospital, I think of like Jello and
that's what I was thinking. I was like, Lord have mercy. But we got past it. I'm doing better, and yeah.
Well, I love that. Well, I just want to thank you for joining me for my first interview back. Oh my gosh, and thank you for supporting.
Thank 100%. You for having me. Thank you. You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
You're going to make it so far. I already know. I can see it in you.
You too.
I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for joining.
No problem. Thank you.
And if you haven't already, go check out his page. I will leave the @ right here. Check out his music. Check out his Instagram, all of that. And yeah. And we will see you in our next episode.
See y'all later. TLV out.